Lovely to see her. Okay, questions?
Where's the cello?
Yeah.
Where's the cello?
Yeah, I asked her if she brought a cello. She didn't. She could have played if she brought a cello.
It's in Milwaukee.
Well, we can wait. Okay, questions?
Floor is open for questions.
Yes, sir.
Where did you say this, tell me one more time where the building that you're working on?
There you go.
The building that we're looking to actually either lease or buy is an uptown area over there on Washington. They're trying to turn that whole area into an arts area, like arts and craft, and that would be perfect for us to start our poetry nights there. Like we'll be one of the first. No, it's other stores there, but we'll be like part of the epicenter of the whole organization of the organizing of having people that do art get in those buildings. So uptown Racine, Washington Avenue.
Are you working with G.J. Smith?
Yes.
Ah.
DJ, that's my
neighbor.
best
he
friend.
was my neighbor. He grew up behind me.
Yeah, me and him, we've been friends ever since we were 15. We're roommates. Been roommates several times in Ohio. We even flew overseas and played football together. Yeah, me and DJ are real close.
Yeah. He's told me about your club. You have events now, don't you? Or you have had events?
The last one.
Can you repeat the question just for people?
Oh, she asked, do we still have events?
Can you hold the mic a little closer?
That's the I hate mics. That's the our shows have been, we had to cancel our last show because we can't really find a venue that can really handle us right now. We do a lot of stuff in our venue, and we want to have complete freedom of what we want to do. With that being said, we've been running into issues like license, like certain licensing, and we're learning. As we make our mistakes, we're learning. So we know what type of license to get now and how much they cost and things like that. So until then, we will be throwing events, but they won't be any regular scheduled events until we get into that place and get it all sorted out.
Other questions? Back here?
I wanted to first, since Junior got the microphone, since Kevin has I call him Junior. Since Kevin has the microphone, I asked him first, and then I wanted to ask the young lady a question. But June, you didn't tell everyone about where Penitentiary came from, the meaning of it, or how it began. So I tell my son this every time we go somewhere, and he thinks everybody, because when you listen to Penitentiary, it sounds like penitentiary. When he first told me it, I'm like, Junior, change it. He said, no. I mean, we argued for a few days. Well, imagine him arguing with me. But he would not change it, and then he finally told me what it meant. So I want him to tell you guys, because I graduated in criminal justice, so you know how that sounded to me.
Stereotypes.
I needed him to, I want him to tell you where
You gotta have a question mark at the end of the question, though.
I know. I want him to tell you where it came from. So will you please?
The name Penitentiary came from. It did come from the word penitentiary, but the meaning of like every chord or every line in a song is called, in rap, is called a bar. So after every bar, so if I surround, like, I have notebooks everywhere, bars. So that's why I got the idea of the penitentiary. So I took the penny out and put poet, and then that's how I got the word. So that, and it came from,
You want me to take
what other question?
Well, that. You said that.
Did I answer everything you wanted, Mom?
Yeah. But you also told me that it was locked inside of you and you couldn't get it out.
Oh yeah, and that's kind of, yeah, that's the motto of Penitentiary. It says, do not let your don't let your margins imprison your words.
Oh.
So like that's the motto of Penitentiary.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Now, I was gonna ask you, did you ever go to, you said that you're not from, that you're from the Philippines, but your mother and father, they're from here. Have you ever been to the Philippines? I didn't get that.
Yes, in 2011 I went to the Philippines by myself because I was an art student in Greece on scholarship, and my neighbor was from the Philippines, and she was like, "You've never been back, and you need to come." And I was like, oh, "Okay." And I thought about going back before, but I was afraid to just go without knowing anybody. So I decided to go. Back.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did you know any family from there? So you already answered that. But the third question was, did you get some of your inspiration from going? I thought about this while you were talking. But did you get your inspiration from going for the books, for your book? Since you've been, when you went there, did you find some inspiration there, a connection, a real connection with your homeland?
Yeah, for the book, the frame of the book is going back to the Philippines and what that felt like. One of the stories that's in the book that I didn't read that part, but in 2002, my family and I, they have English-Irish roots, and so we went back to Ireland to research family roots. And my cousin, she was like 10, and she said, "Do you feel it? The land, our ancestors are from here." And I remember being really shocked because I love Irish mythology, I love Ireland, but I didn't feel what she was feeling. And that just kind of really turned my whole world upside down because I never thought I was different from my family. So in 2011 when I went and I got off the plane and the humidity hit my face, I could feel the ground hum, and I'm like, okay, I know what she's talking about. And so that was the basis of the book and trying to figure out, well then what's my identity in that space?
Thank you.
Brother Ramsey?
This is for Jeff. As a young dude in the music scene in Racine, and as an established older dude in the music scene. Sorry. Just reality. What I love about you and a few other people there's such a vibrant music scene, I think, in Racine, but what I love a lot about you and Brent and Mark Pavrad is that you guys incorporate a lot of your original music into your sets. As a more established Racine-based musician who does original music, how have you dealt with kind of the norms of like the venues and the demands of venues for cover music and being this, the way that the mainstream kind of stuff is happening in our city? How have you dealt with that? And if you have any inspirational thoughts for us younger dudes, trying to help mold the scene,
Yeah. Well, this type of situation right here is very indicative of being able to perform original music. If you're playing in an Irish pub or an Irish restaurant or an Irish festival, you really are limited to that genre, so to speak. So it's a question of balance, and perhaps over the years I should have focused on this type of a venue more than anything else in order to promote my original music or even get inspiration for some new original music. I find it particularly difficult to write songs. I don't know why. I try. I sit down and I get writer's block and everything else. But every now and again, I think of something or I notice something that I lock away somewhere and read back up. I got just like him. I got notebooks all over my office in my house, and hopefully I can re-establish that thing that I really would want to do is to write original music, or more original music. But I'm kind of locked into the type of venue that I play at, you know, so I don't know if that answers your question or not, but just keep doing what you're doing now, you know, I mean, it's incredible, both of you guys.
Flash question then on top of that, like, do we have your back, man? Like, do you have our back, yo?
I hope so.
We got your back, you got ours.
Absolutely. Music in whatever shape or form it appears is fabulous. You know, whatever genre it is, you know, I was raised on classical music since I was a young child, and I still love it very much. And but you know, my Irish connection, my Irish roots, my grandparents were from Ireland. I kind of gravitated towards that. You know, and American music, I gravitated towards that when I've been here since 1980. So I kind of picked up on a lot of American folk music too. So it's not. Like I said, it's where you are. You know, you kind of get influenced by your surroundings and the situations you're in. But I definitely got your back now.
Last question before we end. I just want to ask Jeff, where can people get their albums?
Right over there.
How much do they cost?
Well, I got a Christmas special on right now. I do, yeah. They're $10 a piece.
Only $10!
But if you buy all 8 of them,
Wait for it.
It'll only be $80. Okay. I'm ready to deal. You know, if you want to buy multiple copies, this is tonight only. If you want to buy multiple copies, we can talk, okay? But if you want to buy one, it's $10.
Nice. So the next Bonk is not until January 30th in 2016. So I'm so glad that you were all able to come out tonight and celebrate with us before the holidays. I want to just point out we've got transformation books, which Kevin and Amanda and so many other people here are in. We've got Amanda's book. We've got a bunch of CDs of Jeff, and we've got a great deal on Bonk shirts all over there. Not to mention amazing glass blown things all over. So take a look around for sure. Have some conversations. But most of all, I just love you guys. And I want to thank you all for being here so much tonight. And if we could just give a huge last round of applause.